guys, what's up? Welcome to a new episode, and in this episode we're going to carbon clean this 1.8 TBi engine of the 159. My 159 has done roughly 190,000 kilometers and it could really use it. What I found on one of the intake valves really surprised me. So a while ago I carbon cleaned my 2.2 JTS in the Brera, and it really improved the engine performance, and so I really wanted to do that on this car as well. And this car has even done more mileage, so it could really use it. But I wasn't expecting to find more than just carbon buildup, because on one intake valve I could actually see metal shavings, which I don't have a clue how they got there. They shouldn't be there. I suspect it's from the turbo. I know that my turbo has been replaced by the previous owner, and yeah, maybe somehow a piece of the bearing or shavings ended up through the intercooler, through the intake and on that valve, and luckily didn't destroy the engine, because the engine was luckily running fine. Because otherwise I don't have a clue what it could be. Maybe you guys know. So it's not a moment too late to do the carbon cleaning. So I'm going to clean the entire intake valves, and then yeah, the valve should be clean. So if your 159 or Giulietta or whatever with this engine has its turbo replaced, also make sure to check the turbo on turbine damage or bearing damage. Maybe somehow that can end up in the intake, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we're going to clean this up. It's basically the same process as on the 2.2 JTS, only the intake is at the back side of the engine, so it's actually a little bit more difficult to Walnut blast this engine. So I actually ordered this 90-degree blasting one, so you can more easily access the back of the engine. I will put all the links of all the items I used in the description below, so that if you would like to do it yourself, you have the tools as well. So yeah, let's get started. nice. The intake valves are super clean, so we can start with putting the intake back together. But at this point it's a good time to check your timing cover and your timing cover bracket, because it's a common issue that the plastic covers can become brittle, and then you can get soft plastic pieces that can end up in the timing chain, timing belt. So you don't want that. And to replace the timing cover or the timing cover bracket, you'll need to loosen the fuel pipe of the fuel line, and for the fuel line, you need to take out the intake. So that's a lot of work for just the cover. So it's a good time to do this now. I have changed mine now also because mine was starting to become brittle. And this is also a perfect time to clean the throttle body. You're going to clean this with some carb cleaner. And it's a good time to replace all your O-rings on your intake. I replaced mine 3 months ago because I had to change out my injectors. So these are still good and I'm going to reuse them. But if this is the first time for you taking them out, I would replace them. But we are going to clean up the throttle body.
TBi because it was a little bit more difficult to get access to the intake valves, but yeah, they're all super clean, and man, it really improved the engine a lot. The performance is way better than it used to be, so the engine drives way smoother and goes through the rev range a lot smoother and nicer, and yeah, I can really feel like there's more performance. It regained its performance, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. I was also having cold start issues, so when I drove the car, I parked it, and the next morning I wanted to start it. It took longer to start, and I've driven now a couple of times now since the engine has been carbon cleaned, and I've never had a long cold start anymore. So yeah, that issue has been solved with the carbon clean as well. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, the only thing that I still need to check is what it's going to do on the long term for mileage, for the gas mileage, I mean. So I think it's running way better now. Like the same runs that I usually do, it's using less gas. So I need to check what it's on the long term, but I think it definitely has improved as well. So yeah, overall really happy with how the engine turned out. And now that the engine is really running healthy, I basically want to see if I can maybe even increase the horsepower even a bit more. So for this year, 2024, I do have one upgrade that I want to do, and that is install a front-mounted intercooler, so an upgraded intercooler. The stock intercooler is really restrictive, and there's a company in the Netherlands that sell upgraded intercoolers that fit the 1.5, and with that you just get way more air through the engine and way colder, so that's definitely going to increase the reliability and the performance a bit further. And it's even plug and play, so that's really nice. So that's something that I want to do for another video, but for now I'm really happy with how this car turned out. As well, if you would like to. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and yeah, I want to say thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you next video. Bye.